Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more Animal Crossing Let's Go to City and the City Folk. Yeah, I am slightly losing my voice, so I do apologise if I sound a little bit off today, but hey, I'll manage, I'll persevere. But yes, I hope you're doing good. Our fathers from last time have actually still survived, somehow, and yeah, in case you don't know, every time Mother's Day or Father's Day runs around, they give you flowers in this game, and I try and keep them alive for as long as I can. I'm not sure if that'll work out, but hey, man can dream. Now, letters. Of course, it is the first of the month, so we did go and get ourselves. Okay, that's starting to add up per month, though. You gotta admit. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Bellpoint Notice. Bug off. Yeah, that was last time, wasn't it? Good Sport of the 21st of June goes to Daniel. Oh, the Good Sport Award, right? You are. Well, I'll go save that short, and then Happy Room Academy hasn't changed. Who'd have thought? Anyway, did I just see someone in the background walking away? Because this house was empty last time, wasn't it? Yeah, Paddy's house. Have you just moved in, Paddy? Or am I, like, genuinely delusional? Oh my gosh, it's you. No, wait, we've never met before. How now? Name's Paddy. Oh, wait, don't tell me your name. Let me guess. Daniel. Yeah, I got it. Yay, me. Well, I'll see you around, Daniel. What? Oh, that's cool, that. In case you don't know, I think this now makes Patty the villager that has appeared in every single Animal Crossing playthrough that we have done. And I do mean every single one, because she was in our GameCube town from legit start to finish. She's now in this one. She has been in our New Leaf town, you can see, like, wandering around on Main Street and stuff. And then in New Horizons, she's been in both of our towns, I think. Did I invite her? I know she appeared, actually, in our current town. I'm not sure if we invited her on the new one, but in the original, she definitely did move in. But anyway, how are you all doing? Hopefully it's good. This is, if you have been watching the channel for a while, first episode of July, always an interesting one, and I'll get into why. But how you doing, Melba, first? Not Melba, Yuka. I see you, pretty plucky, just barging into my house like this. I'm not feeling generous today, so come on in, Flamingo. The flirt. Sorry, I got listening to Kenshi and Ozu before I started recording. Yeah, gotta love that song. Tune. I'm not gonna... Okay, I'm gonna talk about that, but first, Yuka, how you doing? Oh, it's already after 11. The morning is flying by. I wonder if I should just invite someone to lunch. I'll go lunch if you want. I mean, I'm heading into the town for the gym. Basically, my phone didn't have a load of charging when I woke up, so I'm charging that, recording this, exporting this, getting ready to go to the gym. And by the time all of that is done, not only will I have a video ready for today, but my phone will be charged and I can head off to the gym. Still going there. I forgot to cancel my subscription, so I'm locked in for going for at least another month, which, you know, I think is amusing, if anything. I went the other day with my brother, and basically, right, I can say half of this story, but I can't say the other one because this would give away where I live. But basically, I go to a set of gyms called Bannatyne gyms, right? And it's been very, like, open in my family. We kind of make a little bit of light of it because it's like, of course I go to the posh gym that costs a bit much per month just because it's got a sauna and a steam room and some other stuff. Granted, you know, I can do Zumba and spinning classes there if I want to. I don't think it's worth the money. Because I know people have, like, different values and stuff in their head, whereas, like, for me, it's like, okay, if I'm spending £40 a month, if I go however many visits, that's however much per visit, and that's what I'm happy with. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like, at the end of the day, if I can get it down to, like, the cost of, like, 2 bottles of Coke, I'm happy. Whereas, my brother was like, okay, his has just expired, he'll come with me. And he was gonna buy a subscription, and he then bought it to a different gym that I can't say the name of because I did look before I started this recording. There were very few of the gyms, especially in my local area, which can narrow this down. But he got a membership to a gym, but it wasn't a Bannatyne gym. It was one that sounded very similar to it and rhymed with it. And I was like, huh, okay, that's weird. Sure, maybe they offer them on different, like, gym services or what have you. So I didn't think of it, and we got there, and he was like, why are we at this one and not the other one? I just kind of, like, looked at him, and it was like, oh, quite literally an oh brother moment. It was ooh, an axe. Haven't seen one of these in a minute. 400 bells, I will take that, actually. It's been like a billion years since you know how to use that axe. I already know. I'm very efficient with it. Literal oh brother moment. Do you have a moment, something I want to ask you about? Well, you see, I've been worrying about what to do with the store for a while. He's not asked this for a while. See, my habit recently has been trending more towards late night episodes, but I kind of want to keep it on Nook Way. And that might sound a bit weird, because I've missed No, sorry, I'm yawning. Case in point of me doing all late nighters. Like, I kind of want to keep it Nookway just to pressure me to do more earlier episodes, because otherwise I'm just going to keep it being open, so I will once again say balance. So that will keep this as Nookway. Also, I found out apparently he can't go back to Nook's Cranny. Yeah, I thought if you picked nothing much, that'd make him go back to that. No, apparently that is also one that just makes him stay the same or do random. But I think it's mostly staying the same, which is a shame. It's like, I wish I could go back to Nook's Cranny. I think I've said it before, but it's just one of the things where it's like, if I did it, it'd be like a cool title. You know what I mean? It'd just look cool, especially this far into the series. But yes, it's Derwin. I want to speak to my villagers because I don't want to like be talking over their actual dialogue. I do want to read what they've got to say. Well, kiddo, hasn't it been like 3 weeks since I yammered at you last? Yammered. I want to steal that from my own vocabulary. What have you been up to, kitty cat? I've been busy, actually. Really? Were you training for the pancake contest too? No, but now you mentioned it, I'm going to go train later, and I could totally go for a pancake. Though, like, I'm not sure if anybody else has this right. Like, over, like, the last 5 years, in the UK, a load of, like, dessert parlor places have opened up. And, like, for a pancake and, like, some Nutella, they charge you up the alley for it. And it's like, it's nice, it's yummy, I'll put my hands up and say, it's like, it's not worth it, but it's at least not, it could be worse. But it's like, you know what I mean? Has anybody else experienced that? Because it's like, anytime they've got an Uber sale on, I'm straight in there. It was like, if they give me like 20% off or something, it's like, go on, man. But it's like, I don't know, has anybody else experienced that? Like, I swear they all popped up around like 5 years ago, and it's like, I'm not complaining, because, you know, like, the one local to me does a Skittles milkshake with whatever, a special Skittles sauce. That was legitimately what was, like, on their menu when they first opened. They just changed it to, like, a Skittles sauce and Milky Bar sauce now, but it's like, the milkshakes taste really nice. But for £5.50? Nah. But you know, let me know if you have, like, one of those near you, because I've been around, like, the Northwest a fair bit, which, unsurprising where I'm from. The accent dead gives it away, who'd have thought? But, like, there's quite a few of them there where I am, and it's like, some are better than others. Like, they're all kind of, like, around the same price point, but some give you way more than others, but it's really hard to tell. Still, the clean must make money. I mean, I certainly go to them whenever they, like, have discounts and stuff on, but, yeah, I don't know, I haven't had them for ages. I guess this is my body's way of saying, you're going to the gym too much, you're developing cravings. Which, I mean, fair, true. I mean, I suppose it's a good thing. When I was with my brother the other day, he very much enjoyed the sauna and steam room. They're just, they're so good, man. And like occasionally, even though it's not advice, people bring out in these little like essential oils and pop them in the steam room so it smells different. And it's like, some guy brought in like Sicilian lemongrass and a load of other like fancy bougie words. And when you hear something like that and you think, okay, this is going to be like the plainest thing known to man, and you're just placeboing yourself. No, he popped it in and it was like, okay, damn, I can smell the lemon on this grass. It's fun, I like it. I would be lying if I said my primary enjoyment in that place is going to the pool after I've like actually done an hour worth of work. I say workout, it's usually treadmill, maybe cycling, and then the step machine. But on the bright side, it's working. I'm just like... To be entirely candid, I'm terrified of going in, like, the weights section, because I don't know how to do anything in there. And that's fine, because I don't intend to get shredded. But it's like, part of me is like, nah. Like, there's literal line on the floor that divides the sections, and it's like, I, in fact, will not be crossing that line today. Or probably in the future. How you doing, Samson? That you, Daniel? What's with the vanishing act? Look, I did not vanish. I was here. Actually... I say that, I did actually have to take a break from recording, so I recorded. Well, I was away for a week, yes, I'm cat sitting. I enjoyed it, to be fair. My loyalty to Pizza Hut as a brand has been, like, rekindled with a fierce passion. It's... which is probably the weirdest sentence I've said, but genuinely, the house with cat sitting at was around the corner, literally from a Pizza Hut, and it was on said corner, so it was like a 30-second walk to this Pizza Hut Express, and it was... yeah, I loved it. And those collection deals as well. Oh heaven. Oh heaven. Anyway, I'll forget about that. So I'll give you your ex back. Oh, it's time for me to go for my skin moisturising treatment at the spa. You think you're gonna found to be enough moisture? Oh, she just gave us our ex back. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about that. You guys are gonna complain about that? I'm not gonna complain about that. Anyway, yeah, so I want to go buy some artwork off Red, so I'm gonna hop over to the city. And what this does allow me to do is take a bit of, like, idle time in talking about the game whilst we do that, to talk about something else. See, right, I need to open with this. My Wiimo's batteries have finally ran out. Yeah, this thing is so good at conserving power, it's crazy, but I have like a little packet of batteries on my desk. I used to have two. Like, there's a chance if you've like looked at some of our stream thumbnails, if I've been like doing a selfie towards my desk, you'll see it all energize a packet. It's been sitting here for this exact moment, because I know if I put them downstairs, they'll end up getting put in like a torch and never seen again. So I keep them on my desk. And yeah, the batteries in my Wiimote finally ran out, so I've had to stick new ones in. Which I feel is a nice segue into this. See, basically, right, this has been a tradition for, a while now. Oh, Phineas. I will pick up something from him on the way out. But basically, for the last couple of years, whenever I've done a City Folk episode, either on the 1st of June or just after that, I've talked about something that happened now about 6 years ago. And in a good way, it's like a fun sort of reminiscent episode. It's like, you're in your family gathering and you're like your uncle or your granddad finally gets that excuse to launch into that story you know he's just itching to talk about. That's me at the start of June. Because 6 years ago now, over in the big old 2019, just before Corona hit, yeah, I went on a little thing here in the UK, which doesn't I already have the painting. I will take a table though. Yeah, I mean, why not? And Happy Room Academy keeps saying my house is chopped, so I mean, I should probably 3,600? Sure, I'm sold. I'll go check out Gracie too and see if there's anything that catches my eye. But yeah, it's been a bit of a tradition though, at the start of July, usually the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, for me to record or upload City Folk and talk about when I went on this thing that used to happen in the UK called NCS, because basically, it makes less sense with each year that goes on, but it's like tradition. And basically, over in 2019, for those of you who weren't with the channel back then, I went on a felt like a really big hiatus there. I went to my uncle's wedding in like April time. Oh, wait, this says, but it hasn't changed. But I went for my uncle's wedding in like April time, and then, I'm sorry, the game's just pulling out all the stops to stop me yapping, and I love that. Hey there, honey. What can Gracie do? Love your work. Oh, you're a fan of my work? Thank you, honey. Give me it for free now, please. It just says it's in my latest pieces. Girl, you've been offering the same pieces since 2008. You washed up. Anyway, as I was saying, but yeah, I took a huge hiatus of uploading on this channel in 2019. So, like, every series that was like midway through stopped, including this. So, yeah, finished in April. Went and did this thing, that NCS, which was like a summer camp thing. And then, like, came back in September. And I kind of attribute that for, like, two things. And one of those making me realise that I do want to keep doing this. Because in that hiatus, I was like, right, I'm about to go to college, so I really still want to be the YouTuber kid. And also, it was just a damn good time. I recommend, like, if you can find the episodes, it may require a bit of a trawling through thing, but the short version is, it was just, like, a super cool time. As Austin Powers would say, it, like, helped me get my mojo back. If you compare the videos from just before the hiatus to a little bit after it, once I was back in the flow of making them, oh, the energy's so different. And it's not to say anything I made before, like, coming back from that was bad, but it's like, I was a different person, but, like, in a good way. And yeah, I'm doing it on the 3rd. I did mean to record this yesterday, and then my friends wanted to go out for drinks, which makes sense. But yeah, I think it feels like every year I recount this, but there was basically I was huge into My Hero Academia at the time, crazy. And I turned up to this thing, and I was like, okay, you're gonna act normal, you're gonna blend in, you know, these people, because I didn't know anyone there, barring like 1 or 2 people. You're gonna blend in, act normal, do not mention My Hero Academia, and that failed after about 6 hours collectively. But it was cool though. I always mean to like rewatch it this time of year because I like watched it going into it, and then I remember distinctly, first few days with like whatever mobile data I had, I absolutely made sure to download the remainder of season 3 to watch like in my bunk at night, and it was great, honestly. But the thing that always sticks out to me, so it was split into like 4 weeks. First 2 were like residential, second 2 were charity making stuff. I was always listening to music on my phone for 1. And then 2, we did like, so, what, you spawn camping me? Okay, I'm just gonna put my table down. But like, where we did it was, it was in the Lake District, which is beautiful. And we just had this new facility built for staying overnight and stuff, and it was bougie, it was clean, didn't have like any damp anywhere. It was like, this is the life, you know what I mean? Like, this is the shit. And then we get the horrifying just think of, oh yeah, by the way, tomorrow you're going on an 8-hour walk and I'm going to camp in a field. And it's like, no, my heating conditioned room. Heartbroken, I tell you. Do I have 2 of the same item? So we went on this walk, and like the entire time, I think most of the group was just grumbling about it. Oh, it's this. I'll go sell that actually, because that looks kind of chopped. I'm just thinking if there's anything I can put. Yes. No. I was going to put that on a table to give it more height. But we were grumbling about going on this walk, right? And what's weird is that, like, I anticipated to hate it. And then I like got chatting to people, weirdly, about my hero and some other stuff. And it turned out to not be completely miserable to walk over mountains for hours. Mind, I was the bitch in charge of carrying the bag full of tents and stuff. And I was still like, walking ahead of other people because my music was just like high tempo. And is anybody else affected by that, or is that just a me thing? But it was great, we got talking about it, and it's one of those things where I look back on every year and I kind of just want to mention it because it feels important to me. It's like a little personal holiday, because I remember on that walk, one of the people I was walking with primarily, okay, KK Bossa for this kind of fits, single-handedly, in the week I was there, convinced me to start watching JoJo's. Legit, this guy was on it. And it's like, you know what? Fair play to him. He wasn't wrong. JoJo's did slap. But like, I remember throughout the entire weekend, specifically, like, when we were doing this walkthrough, picturesque mountscapes, he was like, okay, dude, so Dio turns himself into a vampire with a mask, and then haunts the bloodline, and I was entirely engrossed in this. And it's cool. It's one of those things where I think I do have photos from it, but they're on my old broken phone, which really annoys me. But yeah, it's just what I always like to mention and give like slight little stories of whenever it comes around. It's just kind of tradition for me to do it in City Folk at the start of July, because it's something I look back on like really damn fondly. And I don't know, I feel as though it's just nice, you know what I mean? It's like every now and then you'll catch me out bitching about stuff or talking about boring world events and stuff like that, and it's like, yeah, that's fine and all, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day I just think it's also nice to mention the good stuff, you know what I mean? It's like, at the end of the day, I think if you're on YouTube, you're probably looking to feel good rather than miserable. So there you are. That's like my good thing. That walk was genuinely like, I'm gonna go ahead and say like maybe top 5 days of my life ever. I don't know why. We were just walking, and I have like a playlist. I went to in my brain was selling Go Sell Fossil to Nook, and I went to the museum. But like I have a playlist of songs I had for whilst I was on this walk, and it was like 6, 7, 8 hours probably. We'll average 7, right? And I had, like, at most 15 songs. And the only 2 I had in English, because I'm sure you can imagine the face was in full swing, so when I was downloading them I was very skewed. The only 2 I had in English was Wannabe by the Spice Girls and Jump by Girls Aloud, and the rest were anime openings and endings. May I just say though, right, I know it was 6 years ago and we can all point and laugh and go, haha, cringe. No, holy fuck ass based for me for doing that. Like, it was great. It was a lot of My Hero stuff, some sort of online openings too, I think. And then maybe something else. Maybe the Fire Force opening, possibly. No, that wasn't out yet, but I think that's quickly joined my phone's MP3 player shortly after. Again, this is an anemic selection of stuff. Well, honestly, tunes. In fact, there were such tunes, vividly. Again, I remember we were climbing over a fence, right? And I had, like, one earbud in my ear, and then the guy that was trying to convince me to watch JoJo's had one in his other. And we had to climb over a fence and to get in and out of a field with cows. I remember distinctly, it was No, it was one of the sort of online openings. And I remember vividly, right? We crossed that thing in, like, the weirdest, strangest way possible, just so we didn't have to take the earbuds out. Look, Adamas by Lisa is a great song. Like, and it had me doing all that, and it was like, yes. It just, honestly, just the small little things like that just bring a smile on my face. Like, if I'm down, I can just like think of that, and it immediately perks me up, because it's like, we were doing all that, and it was like, you know what? I like how I'm at the age now where it's like, if I look back on something I did years ago, I don't go, oh my god, cringe. I go, okay, no, you know, I entirely understand that, good for you. Have a great day. And I hope that never changes. I hope I'm 80 going, yeah, and it entirely was worth making a fool of myself so I can continue listening to that song whilst I climbed over that fence. It's great. Like, I'm pretty sure the why I got caught as well was, you washed your key. You want me to go on like a 7-hour walk to go find it? My treat. Seriously, I mean, should I join a hiking club? I feel so that's like the logical next step, right? I say that wasn't 6 years ago, but I don't know. I could. It's not off the cards. But yeah, no, there's some year-olds where I like to share little stories like that. And there's a thing we did randomly, and this is kind of hits particularly more now. For one of the weekends, there was like an optional extra thing you could do. Oh, is Homeboy not in? This isn't Homeboy's house. This is Homeboy's house. There was an optional thing you could do with these like people that were traveling around, where you could be like on the radio for a day. But it wasn't really for the day. You did like a segment and an interview maybe. But what is wrong with your clothes? But yeah, I just think that's kind of funny because obviously this year I did take up doing local radio and stuff. And it's like that was my first time actually doing anything even remotely like that. But yeah, it just came to mind. It's like, yeah, that's particularly relevant nowadays, isn't it? But are you here to hang out, kiddo? Well, you've come to the right place. What has happened to your house? Hey, listen, you know how those little signs that are all around town? When I first arrived here, those things really helped me out a lot. You should check them out too, because you might learn something interesting. Go on then, I will. But yeah, it was like a little radio thing, and they'd host from in your town, like town centre, and then we kind of volunteered as like okay, we'll introduce a song, we'll do some interviews and stuff to kind of spice up the programming block, get you involved with it and stuff. I don't know, just looking back on that's kind of cool, because it's like, I do radio now, and I remember them saying at the time, okay, you're kind of good at this whole thing. And I was like, thanks, I'm just channeling the energy from like non-stop pop-off GTA 5. But no, it's just, it's a nice memory for me. Ooh, when rare flowers bloom, rare insects may appear. Okay, so hybrid flower arc starting soon, we're all in agreement, yeah? I mean, we could. There's nothing particularly stopping us doing that. I mean, we could go buy a load of flowers from Tom Nook right now. I don't know, we've already got the silver watering can, haven't we? Yeah, so there's no particular reason for us to go do that other than just shits, giggles, and fun. But I can only buy 3. Wait, no, I said I'd sell my espresso maker, didn't I? Oh, I can buy 4. Yes, I'm so proud and happy of myself, don't I? But yeah, I just like talking about that. Again, I have photos of it, right? But this really annoys me. They're on my dead, broken phone. I just dropped it one day when I was getting in from a shift at KFC. Jacket pocket, turn around to close the door. Pocket kind of swings around with the phone in. Phone lands face first. Screen was already cracked, so I think it was kind of already on the way out. And yeah, just like all the photos and storage is still on there, and it like kind of half works. Like it doesn't turn on, but I can feel it vibrate if I hold buttons down and stuff like that. But you know, it's because I took some damn good photos on there. Again, for those of you that have been to the UK, the Lake District is like stunning. Like there's lakes, but there's also mountains, and it's like both look kind of good. And like I even, again, during that week I like canoed in it. It was like, right, honestly, right, I need to throw this out there because I feel as though this is the one episode of the year where it kind of makes sense. We did a lot of like outdoors adventure stuff. Like it very much felt like we were back at like Scouts on like a trip, right? And I'm just gonna throw it out there, right? I would effing love to do that again. I know it was 6 years ago, maybe this is like nostalgia speaking, but it's like, yeah, please do let me pay however much money it costs to go away for a week, have some like random stoner guy take me canoeing and climbing over random like rotting wood walls and stuff in the name of self-discovery and adventure. It's like, I'd effing love that, you know what I mean? It's like, why do I not... Okay, wait. I'm looking at some... I sense my own question in my head and we ain't gonna finish that full, but... You know what I mean? Like, let me pay £200 and just go away for a week and do, like, stupid outdoor adventure stuff, man. I want to connect with nature. Though, hey, maybe if I win the lottery, I can be the change I want to see in the world. I don't know. Neremik channel adventure into the Lake District. Is it sounding epic? Is it sounding based? Or is it sounding like a tragedy waiting to happen? He shaked his head at the word tragedy. Yes. Anyway, I'm going to end this one now. I'm going to go off to the gym, as I said. Ooh, the Stairmaster's waiting for me, so I'm going to wrap this one up quick. So yes, if you have enjoyed, then do feel free to leave a like, comment, and to subscribe. As always, it just helps out a bunch. Do you want to see more of this and all that good stuff? And if you made it this far, share down in the comments. If you've got like a particularly just fun memory you want to share with us, let us know. And yeah, until next time, with all that said and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name's been Neremik, and peace out.